welcome to Events of the Week, the news program that brings to you stories that we covered this week. My name is EXILDAH PHIRI. When an environment is dirty, people always suffer from diseases in that locality. Cholera has continued ravaging the country and claiming lives of people. The PF wrote the Lusaka City Council to ask for permission to clean the central business district. Such a request has been turned down by the local authority. Roots FM News got views from political players on this matter. Isaac Katukula reports.
With cholera breaking out in the country and claiming lives of members of the Zambian community, the opposition Patriotic Front, through its Secretary General, Raphael Nakachinda, said he had written to the Lusaka City Council to give it permission to clean the city. However, luck did not smile on the PF faces as the matter was turned down by the local authority. Some political parties have expressed mixed feelings on this matter. Mighty Roots FM managed to get views on this issue from ZDDM President Edwin Sakala before turning its focus on Movement for Multi-Party Democracy MMD Deputy Spokesperson Patrick Nyoni.
Unfortunately, because that's something which they want to do for the community. They have been doing that even when they were in power. They were after cleaning. So why stop them? Politics should not apply to things which are very important. Like right now we have got a problem of cholera. And if people offer to clean, why stop them?
When you say politics is a component of a lot of things, it's not a one-sided thing. And let's remember that the UPND is in government. As it is in government, it has got more eyes and more ears on the ground. So in short, what I'm trying to say is, you may come with a certain idea, but the information behind that idea could not be what you are after for. Because, for instance, I don't know how true it is, because I heard someone saying that for sure they wanted to go and do the cleaning, but the t-shirts that they wanted to put on was to label it up. So that could also be a strategy of campaigning while they are also cleaning, and this is not time for campaigning. So it's just an example that I'm giving. But the government in power has more eyes, as I earlier stated, and more ears. It has more information. So in whatever that you could be doing, they know your motive. I don't believe that a real good government will refuse someone to come and do the cleaning for the sake of cleaning. There could be more, and I believe that there is more behind that. And you know the behavior of PF. It's rarely that most of those that us who are in the political arena to trust them in whatever that they are doing, because most of the times their motives are hidden.
Issues to do with political equalization from the MMD. Valid? Isaac Atukula, Mighty Roots FM News, Lusaka.
Western Province Nake's Deputy Provincial Coordinator, Simui Boniface Namunji, says National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NAKES, has demanded that 2 insurance firms should stop what he has called illegal deductions of money from teachers' payslips. Mr. Namunji notes that 2 insurance firms have ignored the organization's many engagements to resolve this issue.
My name is Simui Boniface Namunji. I'm the Deputy Provincial Coordinator of NAKES in Western Province. As National Action for Quality Education in Zambia, NAKES, particularly in Western Province, we are saddened by numerous reports we have received from teachers from all the 16 districts of the province over the illegal deductions which are imposed on their payslips by insurance companies without the consent of the owners. The affected teachers have been trying to have the illegal policies removed from their payslips, but a few months later, a cancelled policy reappears, usually with 2 or more other policies that suck higher amounts of money from the payslips. We are sad to see our affected members lose amounts of money as high as 1,200 kwacha each. 2 insurance companies that are stubborn to this effect are well known by name, but we have deliberately withheld their names from this statement. It is saddening that these companies have ignored our main engagements to resolve the issue. Instead,
Socialist Party Media Director Brian Hampunda says Dr. Fred Membe will become president in 2026. Mr. Hampunda said Dr. Fred, former Post newspaper proprietor, has not given up the Republican presidency as insinuated by the UPND. He has described the UPND's propaganda as fictitious and malicious.
It is very unfortunate that the UPND media propaganda team has fabricated a story to suggest that the Socialist Party President, Comrade Fred Membe, had given up on his presidential bid for 2026 and that he is rather now concentrating on 2031. I wish to describe this as a fictitious and malicious propaganda from the UPND media team. And this only goes to suggest that the UPND as a party and as government are now panicking, looking at how they have failed the people of Zambia through the many promises that they promised the people of Zambia. And now they have begun to suggest that the Socialist Party President Fred Membe had chickened out from the 2026 presidential race owing to the fact that UPND is delivering mass development in terms of CDF for free education, etc., etc. But I wish to remind the UPND that development can be seen and it should not be spoken about.
You are watching Events of the Week, the news program that brings to you stories that we covered this week. We go on a short break.
Worried of where you can sell your goods and services? Take heart. Advertise on Roots FM Radio Selling Point. Selling Point offers competitive prices in which you can market. What are you waiting for? Advertise your goods and services now and you will never regret. Call the marketing line on 0977 124063, 0955 124063. Roots FM, your only traditional and cultural radio station.
You're still watching Events of the Week. We now go into traditional news. Here is Milani Njobu to give us the activities that take place during the Malaila traditional ceremony of the Kunda people.
The Malaila ceremony. The Malaila ceremony is the ceremony for the Kunda speaking people of Mambwe district in Malambo, South Luangwa National Park, Luangwa Valley. It consists of 6 chiefs, with each senior chief being Chief Sefu. The current one is Smart Songham PHIRI. The ceremony takes place every last weekend of August, and it is being celebrated by all the 6 chiefs, including their people. They gather at a place called Luraneni for the day of the ceremony. At the ceremony, everyone is allowed to attend the ceremony. No segregation. The ceremony is accompanied by dances and some drama activities during the commemoration of the ceremony. The senior chief, Sefu, is lifted from his royal house, which is a temple house meant for the ceremony. It is based just there at Luaneni. Is lifted up by the Yao people, who happens to be the traditional cousins of the Kunda people, into the main arena where dances and other activities, speeches and talkings takes place. At the ceremony, what is not required is the political activity of the ceremony. Is purely traditional, and the organizers are non-partisan. Everyone is welcome at the ceremony. There is no dressing of any political regalia which is allowed at the ceremony.
A traditionalist, Enoch Chikatula, says the Likumbiliamiza traditional ceremony is one of the most important festivals in the country as it provides the boy and the girl child vital lessons during their initiation. He shares more in this interview.
Likumbiramize, I will also talk about Likumbiramize. Likumbiramize is a traditional ceremony held in Zambezi district by the Luvales. I'm sure it is a very popular traditional ceremony, which is also a national World Heritage under the UNESCO. It is also celebrated by the Luvale people by their after the initiation ceremony of the young ones and the young boys and girls who have reached the puberty, who are of age. They are taken to Mukanda there, and then they are coming out from Mukanda. Then they celebrate it.
Still in traditional news, a caller to the roots of the matter says people must not chase what they cannot catch, especially when it comes to love issues. Mr. Christopher PHIRI says troubled Elias must put himself together after his better half went her way to get pregnant for his father. Mr. PHIRI tells Chilengwanguluve that life is so sacred, hence Elias should shelve his plans of killing his father for snatching his fiancée from him.
Choyamba Elias mawemetinga wanyemereko sima yopola mmanjani aya. Not every storm that comes imabwera uwononga yayo yina imapanga njira nzapeza kuti panali chimwala chimichina utivuta mu community kuti chichokepo koma kukagwa mvula ija kuti zaonene mzona kuti chimwala china kuti chinga chachoka chitanthauza cha wamkazi uyu mchoona chikondi chimababa koma onani kuti amene muli kukangana naye apa akhaleta ati amene ali mulungu wachiviri kodi mulungu mmene amachitira zimenezi kwakhala olemba mmadzi ndiye kambiri simanditidziwira ngati atonde mkhola alimo awiri mwina mwachazi mavuta chapafupi kuti mkhale mtendere timapatula uyu alobera ukuyo utamperekera mwina timavuulitsa wina amavuula kuti tivuulitse nkoni kuti akachite zina kwina uko ndiye chimene tunenera nchakuti Elias mmene ma siblings yanu abwerera apa alikunyemera sima yopola mmanja izi zonse lekani kuti zikhale zitapita muyambe umoyo wina start a new page koma mmene tanenera apa mmene muli uchitira violence amene ili apa pa nyumba apa iyi chamene chingakwanitsa olowa mnyumba mwanu apa ngati mzachita mnjunju mosa abiri atate ndi inu Elias, you are breaking the law with impunity.
Thank you for watching Events of the Week, the news program that brings to you stories that we covered this week. My name is EXILDAH PHIRI. Until next week.